Morning, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to the Board of Public Works and Safety meeting for April 9th, 2020. Could I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Markgraf?
Here.
Mr. Long?
Here.
Mr. Perez?
Here.
Are there any conflict of interest statements of the board members?
No, sir.
No. Item 4, approval of the minutes of the meetings of February 6th, 13th, 20th, 27th, 2020, and March 5th, 2020. I have reviewed the minutes and I would entertain a motion for their approval.
I'll make that motion. I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 5, essential matters before the board. Item A, change order number 25 for the Chicago Street Phase 3 project, R34740. Received from American Structure Point, Inc. at a local match cost of $44,290.64.
Morning, members of the board. Dean Button, City Engineer. Just wanted to submit this. I appreciate you at least reviewing this action today. It's a $44,000 change order, as Chief Markgraf just mentioned. It is a balancing change order for Chicago Street Phase 3. This is the final change order, and it basically just balances out the quantity. The total cost of the change order is about $220,000. Our participation is $44,000. I've asked that this action be taken up by the board because NDOT has pretty restrictive responses to payments in 30 days. And so we would ask for your consideration of this action.
Any questions from the board at all?
No, sir.
Mr. Smith, you got anything you'd like to
add? Just that because of the NDOT restrictions and the fact that this project is in process, that it was deemed essential to be before the board.
Thank you, sir. I'll entertain a motion for its approval.
I'll make that motion, Mr. President. I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item B, correspondence received from Chief of Police John Doty. The following officers have successfully completed their baseline statewide physical and mental examination and have been approved by the Hammond Police Pension Board. The chief recommends these applicants be appointed.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item C, contract for outdoor advertising with View.
Mr. President, this came up from personnel and college bound. The only reason it's before the board as essential is that it's the renewal of an annual contract that would be expiring, and therefore we don't want to lose these advertising locations. And so that it's before the board. It also has been, Chief of Staff's aware of this.
Thank you, sir. I'll entertain a motion for its approval.
I'll make that motion, Mr. President. I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 6, matters from other board members. I have 2 matters here. One is from Brimmer Construction in regards to, I believe, some street closures. Mr. Button, you want to elaborate?
Thank you, Mr. President. Yes, I regret that this was only received last evening, and there is a short response time. We were aware that this was coming, so I tried to make notification of that. This is for the Goslin Street project. It's a federal highway funded project, 80/20, similar to the phase 3. This is actually, we call this phase 1. It is requesting road closures and there's a significant amount of steps through this. They have noted a previously approved closure by this board of the Indiana Harbor Belt on Brainerd, which is Gosselin extended west. That closure starts on Monday for 1 week. And so that's just kind of more of an item of record that you've already have approved that. They are going to take advantage of that closure because all trucks are going to be detoured at Calumet to 165th and then into Illinois, and then a reverse course on the eastbound leg. And then during that week, we seek to close Gosland between, or so it'll be just west of Holman through the intersection of Sheffield, primarily for the purposes of removing the traffic signal and installing a four-way stop at that location. This is the intersection that'll be a roundabout in the future, and that's part of this project to be constructed. And then also to begin the water main relocation in the on Gosselin between Sheffield and Holman. So Holman won't be affected, but Gosselin will, west of Holman and the intersection of Sheffield. So there'll be a local detour around that location for approximately 3 days next week.
Okay.
And then starting April 17th, which is a Friday of next week, is the closure of Sheffield between Gosselin and Chicago Street. And that'll be a 4-week closure. And so the truck bypass or the truck detour will continue as it's set to start on Monday. And the locals will have another detour around that local area. But by then, Gosselin into Illinois will be reopened. It will be just that segment between Chicago and Gosselin that'll be closed. And they have some water main and sewer work to be done at that location. And then there are future phases suggested in this. I don't know if you want me to go into that detail as well.
No, I think that's enough information, Dean. And I presume the signage and everything obviously is going to be taken care of by the companies involved with this,
Yes.
as far as detour and everything else.
Yes, and I have not seen that detour plan yet. I'm expecting to get that from the contractor today. But as you are aware, this is a federal aid project, and they must comply with all of the NDOT requirements for traffic control.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I'll entertain a motion for the approval of Grimmer's request.
I'll make that motion, Mr. President.
I second, Mr. President.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I have one last thing here. This came from a homeowner, came via email this morning in regards to with the pandemic being what it is and high school seniors possibly not being able to graduate in a normal way. They have a suggestion about putting banners out throughout the city for the seniors that will be graduating. It's been suggested this has been done in the past. Obviously, it's going to involve probably light poles owned by the city. So I'm thinking this probably needs to be forwarded, engineering, Dean?
So I'd be happy to take a look at the plan, but the work would be obviously done by the Public Works Department.
Sure.
So we would look at the standards coming off the post and the size of the banner, so that we don't have a problem with wind loading on the light pole.
Sure.
And then I would ask that it be referred to the Public Works Department for whatever action that they would do to, if they need assistance if the school needs assistance in erecting these signs.
Okay, well, we'll submit it to you first, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
All right.
Dean, could you also make sure to CC the chief of staff on that, just so he's in the loop on it?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
That's all the matters from board members that I have. Mr. Smith?
Yes, I just wanted to note that the Board of Public Works and Safety did issue a notice informing the public that this meeting would be taking place electronically pursuant to Governor Holcomb's executive orders and the guidance that we've received from the Public Access Counselor. I don't believe, and Lynn can confirm this, we did not receive any questions to the board via the email law@gohammond.com, which was on the notice. Furthermore, this meeting is being simulcast on gohammond.tv so that any member of the public can view it at their convenience. And I believe it's also being recorded. So I just wanted to note that for the record.
Thank you, sir. Duly noted. Anything else? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make that motion, Mr. President.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting's adjourned.